and kept cool to maintain texture for freezing.
Inch pizza.
Yeast activity and texture.
Consistent 12-inch crust weight. Dough ready for sheeting.
Weight checks confirm dough and topping targets are met.
Pepperoni flows in a single, synchronized.
It all starts here. The raw ingredients arrive under strict specs for our frozen 12-inch pepperoni pizza.
Each flour lot is verified for moisture and protein to guarantee dough performance.
Cheese and tomato puree are stored refrigerated and tracked by lot number.
Yeast is batched precisely. Water quality affects every pizza crust.
Everything is traceable. Lot codes move from receiving into production.
Fresh mozzarella is shredded and kept cool to maintain texture for freezing.
Pepperoni is sliced to spec for even coverage on every 12-inch pizza.
Tomato puree is blended into sauce with measured salt and sugar for consistent flavor.
Dried herbs are microdosed to match the recipe tolerance for taste.
Packaging is staged to speed boxing, later clamlined. Only corrugated pizza boxes used.
Batches are weighed to gram-level tolerances before mixing.
Safety checks filter out foreign objects before the line.
All dough components meet recipe specs and are staged together.
Sanitation sign-off is mandatory before dough hits the mixer.
With approvals complete, the pizza line comes to life, from dough to box.
Flour and water meet yeast in a spiral mixer that develops the dough's gluten structure. Automated dosing ensures every batch follows the same formula.
Technicians monitor dough temp. It's crucial for yeast activity and texture.
Once developed, bulk dough is transferred under controlled conditions to the dividing station.
Dough balls are divided precisely for consistent 12-inch crust weight. A brief rest relaxes the gluten, making the dough ready for sheeting.
Sauce is smoothed and kept at ideal viscosity for even spreading.
Shredded cheese stays chilled to prevent clumping on the line. Pepperoni slices are aligned for consistent patterning on each pizza.
Heating machines stretch each ball into consistent 12-inch crusts.
Edges are formed and docked to ensure an even bake and stable toppings. Weight checks confirm dough and topping targets are met.
Topping sequence: sauce, cheese, then pepperoni, flows in a single, synchronized pass.
Machine vision inspects coverage before the bake section.
Now the transformation begins. Dough, sauce, and cheese meet controlled heat. Oven zones are profiled to deliver the right crust browning and cheese melt.
Mozzarella melts to a uniform blanket, retaining stretch after freezing. Pepperoni crisps at the edges cracketed, a texture cue preserved through freezing.
Humidity control prevents soggy crusts, warre, a balance of steam and extraction.
Conveyor speed tunes final bake time for consistent results.
Routine sampling verifies core temperature and surface quality.
A short cool down stabilizes toppings for the freezing stage. A short cool down stabilizes toppings for the freezing stage.
Vision systems remove any out-of-spec pizzas before packaging.
Minor issues are corrected by skilled operators to reduce waste.
Before freezing, pizzas are aligned to prevent shifting and preserve appearance.
Rapid freezing locks in structure and flavor for retail shelf life.
Temperature profiles are recorded to meet safety and texture standards.
Once frozen, pizzas are inspected to ensure they're ready for packaging.
Handling is optimized to keep product temperature stable prior to boxing.
A parchment liner protects the pizza surface and eases removal for consumers. Robotics ensure precise placement for presentation and protection during shipping.
Boxes are closed uniformly to prevent damage during distribution. Every box gets a date stamp and traceable label for retail requirements.
Weight checks and seal integrity are verified before cartons reach the palletizer. Retail multi-packs are formed where required for wholesale distribution. Boxes are grouped into pallet patterns for efficient palletizing.
Robotic pallet stacking reduces handling damage and speeds throughput. Pallets are secured and labeled for logistics and retailer scanning. Finished pallets stage in the blast frozen storage until shipment.
Cold chain records are audited to ensure temperature compliance.
Load plans optimize pallet placement for transport stability and temperature control.
Pallets are loaded into refrigerated trailers, pre-cooled to shipping temperature. Sealed shipments and documentation secure traceability to retailer.
Shipments enter the transport network with real-time tracking.
Thanks for joining our inside look at the pizza factory.
Subscribe for more factory stories too. See how everyday favorites are made.